Hello everyone, my name is Rick van Bruggen from Neo, and here I am again recording another episode of our Graphistania podcast. It's been a while since we've had some European guests on the podcast, so I'm very happy to have Nicolas Rouyer from Orange in France on the podcast. Hi Nicolas.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, good to
How are
have you.
you?
I'm very good, and it's great to have you on the podcast. I know you've been doing some wonderful work with our community in Toulouse, and yeah, well, most people won't know you yet. So, would you mind introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about your work there?
Yeah. So I'm a big data architect at Orange Company. We try to design big data architectures that don't fall down. This is a challenge, and we
Absolutely, yeah.
try to analyze our data, our telecom data. And I was interested 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember, by graphs, because I was working on a graph traversal problem, and I met Cédric Fauvet in Paris at a meetup, and then I couldn't do anything but work on graphs and Neo4j.
It was just too compelling, huh?
Yeah, this was.
Yeah.
I fell in love with graphs,
That's
definitely.
great. So, but maybe people don't know yet, but Orange is actually a telecom operator, right? You guys you're a telecom operator in France, but also in the UK, I believe, and across Europe, I think, right?
Yeah, not in UK anymore, but in Europe and also in Africa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what attracted you to graphs? And what was the use case that you thought was so fascinating that you thought, I have to get my hands on this?
Really, I was thrilled by the connections between data. I am really convinced, at the core of my heart, that connections between data bring value. This is really a mantra, and I really believe in that. And
Hmm.
so the easiness to make connections between data in a graph really fascinated me, and with the use of Cypher, which was very pleasant. Um, um, I I happened to find new use cases with telecom data
Okay.
and IT data.
Were there any particular use cases that attracted most attention for you? Was it more around network management, or what was it exactly?
Yeah, at the beginning it was network management. You're right, and IT management. So we built a use case, IT supervision, uh, and we ingested into Neo4j IT data, such as applications, flows,
Hmm.
but also incident management, the incidents that occur on applications. And so with this very simple data model at the beginning, so applications, there are incidents occurring on those applications, and those applications exchange flows together.
Yeah.
And we tried to build some use cases on incident prediction with
Okay.
Neo4j inside.
Wow. Okay. So and since then, you've done a lot of work, in the community, in the local community in Toulouse. That's going really well, isn't it?
Yeah, we are over 300 graphistas now, and
That's pretty amazing for. I mean, it's Toulouse is a big city, but it's not like Paris, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
you're
good.
right. It's not like Paris. We eat very well in Toulouse, not in Paris. Uh,
And you drink well because I know that I remember the beers that you were serving at the meetup. That was so good. It was really great.
yeah, but after 22 hours, we cannot relate what happened. You know it, Rick.
Exactly. So,
But
and then you also participated in the writing of the new French Neo4j book, right?
yes, this is a book in French written by Sylvain Roussy. He's organizing graph database meetups in Lyon, and Sylvain proposed me to write some chapters in this book, and I happened to write a chapter on graph kits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it took me a lot of time because
I know.
I had not written books before,
Yeah,
and it's crazy work.
I know.
But anyway, I'm pretty happy with the results, and we want to write the second edition, which will deal more on operational things, how to operate a Neo4j solution in a data center.
Okay. Well, Nico, I'm having some trouble hearing you. I'm hoping the recording is still happening okay. But that is, I mean, that book that you guys wrote, it's popular in Belgium as well. I can tell you. You know, I was talking to some graphistas here in Belgium at the meetup, and they know about it as well. So really top job. Thanks for doing that. Really appreciate it.
And so it's on D-Booker edition.
Yep.
If I can advertise a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I'll put some links to it at the transcription of at the blog, right? So no worries. Yeah.
It's kind of you. And on the GraphGIS chapter, I tried to explain the spirit of it, which is to share the graph data model you're building on some data, and sharing use cases is the best way to offer a space of creativity for other graphistas, because if they know that a use case is possible in a given sector of activity, they are able to transpose it to their own sector. I mean, for example, if there is a very well-known use case on telecom, which is churn reduction. We want to keep our customers, and we can use graphs for that, because communications are interactions, are connections between our users, and we can find influencers in the telecommunication community. Yeah. As well, we can transpose it to human resource. Why do people churn? Why do people leave the company?
Yeah.
And we could try to get insight from their interaction between inside the company, and try to find why people leave and which people could be influencers.
Couldn't agree more. So, Nico, maybe I can ask you one more question, right? So, where do you think this is going? You know, what does the future hold? You know, both for you and the meetup, and maybe also the industry. What's your view? What's your hope? What's your expectation there?
I'm pretty convinced that more and more people are going to use graphs, because they can find new ways to build use cases and so business models too. They're able to find more things than before with graphs, because there is a deep insight into the data and into their connections. So I'm pretty convinced it's going to work for Neo4j and graphs in general. I expect that the OpenCipher initiative will bring more actors working on graphs and on graph traversal with Databricks and Oracle, for example.
Yeah.
And I expect that the standardization of drivers will help adopt Neo4j for the global community of developers. If developers find an easy way to to ingest and query data, then the graph-based use cases will multiply around the world.
I could not agree more. Absolutely, that's those are really key initiatives. You know, the drivers and OpenCipher. And as you know, we're going to really be announcing a lot more of that stuff at Graph Connect, which is only a month away. I'm hoping I will see you there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I will be a tourist at this Graph Connect because I don't I won't present anything. But so I won't be a speaker, but I will be. I will listen to all what is said.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure it will be a really fun conference. So look forward to seeing you there. I want to thank you for coming online and doing the podcast recording with me, Nico. It was really great. And I look forward to doing a lot more stuff together in Toulouse and elsewhere.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.